What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. Episode 9 of Aim to be a Pokemon Master aired earlier in Japan, so today will be my recap and review. This recap and review will be a little bit shorter since number 1, I had absolutely zero subtitles to go off of, so I have no idea what anyone was saying. And number 2, it's a pretty simple storyline, but we are going to be saying goodbye to Team Rocket. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So like I said, this is supposed to be Team Rocket's farewell episode, so the entire storyline revolves around them. But we open up this episode with Ash, Brock, Misty, and Pikachu walking through a forest as we see a Delibird fly overhead. The Delibird proceeds to land directly in front of Team Rocket, and we find out that it's actually the Team Rocket Delibird. Delibird offers Team Rocket some lunch and then proceeds to send out all of the past Pokemon that they've had throughout the series as they have a cute little montage reminiscing over all the friends they've made. But tell me why some of these Pokemon I literally have like zero recollection of. When did they have a Frillish? When did they have an Amoonguss? Am I okay? Don't answer that question. I already know the answer. I'm never okay. But after the montage and a quick run-in with Giovanni, Team Rocket then devises their final plan to try to finally catch Pikachu. And the most important piece of this plan, the main character shall we say, is none other than Mime Jr. Quite literally the only member of the Mr. Mime family that I can actually stand. But the plan is pretty simple. Mime Jr. will act as the bait, and will act like it's getting chased or trying to get captured by Team Rocket, which Mime Jr. plays its part perfectly and actually runs into Ash, Brock, Misty, and Pikachu as they continue to walk through the forest and proceeds to start crying crocodile tears to them. Pikachu, on the other hand, he knows better. He sees right through Mime Jr.'s plot, and he's literally sitting here in the corner like, that's not a random Mime Jr. That's Team Rocket's Mime Jr. But of course, Ash with his big heart is like, no, we need to help the Mime Jr. and they proceed to pick it up and try to get it away from Team Rocket. Little do they know, this was all part of Team Rocket's plan, which of course Team Rocket shows up shortly after they decide to try to help Mime Jr. They do send Team Rocket blasting off again, literally within like the first 10 seconds of them meeting. But little do they know, this was actually all part of Team Rocket's plot, as they've set up little booby traps of different members of their team along the way for them to basically separate Pikachu from the rest of the gang, which that plan actually ends up working. All of these run-ins with the different Rocket Pokemon, however, did give us a chance to see some of Ash's past Pokemon and some of Brock, since we saw Ludicolo, as well as Ash's Infernape and Hawlucha making an appearance. We don't really see any of these Pokemon for very long since, like I said, the entire focus of this episode is on Team Rocket, but at least we got a little glimpse of them. But since Ash, Brock, and Misty are tied up with the rest of Team Rocket's team, it's up to Pikachu to protect Mime Jr. from Team Rocket, who of course are acting like they're trying to catch Mime Jr. So Pikachu tries to run away from all of the chaos, but they end up running into Team Rocket in this kind of open field area. Mime Jr. is of course still crying crocodile tears at this point, so Pikachu is over here trying to protect it when it suddenly shows its two-facedness and turns on Pikachu and tries to help Team Rocket catch Pikachu in a net. Of course, it doesn't work out the way that they wanted it to, and Mime Jr. actually ends up being the one that gets caught in the net. But even though Pikachu escaped being caught in the net, he's still left all alone to try to battle the rest of Team Rocket's Pokemon, including Mime Jr. Luckily, Latias has been watching over Pikachu this entire time and uses her psychic powers to show Ash that Pikachu is in trouble by basically allowing Ash to see what Latias is looking at through her own eyes. And so he's like, forget these other Pokemon, Infernape, Hawlucha, let's go help our boy Pikachu. And of course they arrive in just the nick of time. But now that Ash and his Pokemon have arrived on the scene, Pikachu might have some backup, but they're still outnumbered by the rest of Team Rocket's Pokemon, so they start getting into a tussle. And as Wobbuffet tries to deal the final blow, it actually ends up nearly missing the rest of Team Rocket's team and hits a tree where a little Slack-Off is chilling, which of course the poor little Slack-Off gets knocked out of the tree, but not before Ash sees it in time to save it, which this boy be jumping off cliffs, rocks, whatever to save these Pokemon and putting himself in danger as if that's gonna save the Pokemon. Like, sir, hello, are you okay? But it's okay because our girl Latias is there watching over, of course, so she saves him yet again. But this time, instead of flying away after she saves Ash, she actually reveals herself. So we finally have the gang realizing that Latias has been following them the entire time. But once Latias reveals herself, she uses her psychic powers to send Team Rocket and all of their Pokemon blasting off for the last time. We cut back over to Team Rocket, who are now arguing amongst each other, with Team Rocket going their separate ways. But now with Team Rocket out of the way, Latias then proceeds to show Ash that Latios is actually in trouble. So this is basically set up for what's supposed to happen in the next episode when the gang has to help Latios save Latios from what seems like a poacher. And that's the end of the episode right there. So our send-off for Team Rocket was quite literally them getting mad at each other and just going their separate ways. So I really hope that this is actually not the last time that we see them and they come back either next episode or the final episode to try to like help Ash or something. Because if this is how we're sending off Team Rocket, that kind of hurts my heart because that's kind of a sad way to see them go. I mean, they've been with us as long as Ash and Pikachu, so I feel like they deserve a better send-off than that. But overall, although the storyline was pretty simple and straightforward, I actually really enjoyed watching this episode, especially since we did get to see so many returning Pokemon. So overall, I would have to give this episode an 8.5 out of 10. The only reason that I'm docking points is because I did not like the way that they sent off Team Rocket. So like I said, I'm hoping that we do still see them in one of the last 2 episodes. But let me know what you guys think of this episode down below in the comments. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this recap and review, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to each and every single one of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.